What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeramie with JeramieLu Photography. I am doing a What is in Your Bag 2019 right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If this video helps you in any way, give it a thumbs up and then click that bell for notifications. It tells you every time I come on. Guys, I am switching from one bag to another. I do this every few years, but I actually do this video every year. So this is what's in my bag 2019. More importantly, this is going to be what's in my general bag for weddings, portraits, anything that I take on the daily that doesn't involve my strobist gear, which is my big flashes, my big strobes, my modifiers and all that. This right here, everything in this bag we're going to go through will be completely perfect for an entire wedding, to travel, to go anywhere I want. The bag that I'm using is a Lowepro X200AW. It's Lowepro's biggest bag that allows for overhead bin storage, because I do travel quite a bit now, and I need to be able just to take this case with me everywhere that I go. I will never check this. I will always take this with me, so I highly recommend that. So guys, this bag is pretty chill. We're not going to really talk about the bag today, but this bag has lasted me about 3 years, and it's finally just time to get a new one. I looked around for something better, something different. Ultimately, I just got the exact same bag, but newer. So I'm going to end up getting rid of this thing, and we'll see what happens with it. But this video is very simple. I'm going to go through everything in here, lay it out so I can switch to new bag, because I do have a wedding today, and then we'll do that right now. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know below, and I'm happy to get back to you right there. Sorry for the horrible lighting. I am also sitting on the floor because it's the easiest for me to do right now. I'll try to look up every once in a while, but we'll see what we got going on. All right, so we're going to do the meat and bones of everything here. I'm going to see if I can manipulate myself here. This is not a good YouTube video. All right, so guys, I have two Sony A7 IIIs that I switched to with the battery grip and the spider holster thingies at the bottom, because I use a spider holster, which I do not have in this bag. We also have the MC11s on these as well, so that I can put my my Canon mount Sigmas and Canon lenses on there, because I switched from Canon to Sony this year, and I didn't switch my lenses out yet. I have the Canon 100 macro for all my macro shots, ring shots, detail shots, all that fun stuff. All right, go anywhere. I have my Sigma 35, which is like pretty much like every shoot I do will have like massive Sigma 35s in it. This is my, I want to say 135, no, this is my 85 Sigma right here. Guess I'm not going to worry about laying it out right now. I'll just do a picture later. And then we're going to have our Sigma 14mm, my wide shot, my epic shot, anything wide that I need. Also a ton of dancing stuff, which is really, really cool. We then have our two Godox V860 version 2s for Sony with the mag grip on them as well, so I can put my mag modifiers on them. Again, if you have questions on what they do, let me know. I have two sets of walkie-talkies here, guys. These are the Motorola CLP 1010s. These are awesome. They're only one channel, and they're really expensive, and I still love using them. They work great, but I hate that I had to pay the price for them that I did. And I have two Godox AD200s, again with the mag mount modifiers on top, so I can throw some grid, speed lights, boobs on there, and rock that out. We have our mag boob, so this can just pop onto this baby, and now I have a cool modifier. We have our SD card reader. The cool thing with Sony is that it only takes SD cards, no compact flashes, so I was able to sell all my compact flashes, get more SD cards, and just live off SD cards alone. We get these two little pouches that kind of come with this bag. So in this pouch right here, guys, it's just kind of a knick-knack pouch, right? I have some cold shoes, some extra mounts, a bunch of cold shoes, because when I was using my gear when I first started, I would always lose a cold shoe and never have one, so I freaked out and just bought a bunch. So we have that. This is my battery case, so another gray case. You guys can use anything you want for, but I highly recommend this. All of my AA's, AAA's batteries for the little watch batteries for some things that you need. Anything you need a battery for, all goes in here. So I have all my batteries kind of in their little spot. I do also put them in these little tiny containers that I got on Amazon as well. That way if anything does explode, batteries die or anything like that, it doesn't get all over your stuff. It just gets within those 4 batteries. I do get my batteries at Costco. They have been rated amazingly well. I don't use on loops anymore or rechargeable AA batteries because I just don't charge them. And I went through a period where I would charge them and then they wouldn't work and I would just get mad and infuriated and I wouldn't do anything about it. So my bag doesn't normally look this messy. I was just starting to transfer and then I decided just to throw everything back in here so I could do this video for you guys. This is a little modifier for our mag mod again. It creates a snoot. So we have 2 modifiers here ready to go. We have more modifiers. These are grids for our mag mods. So you can turn your speed lights into grids. We have a couple of these things that we can put gels in. We have our gels, and then we have more gels. And this is the little mag mod case that comes 4 gels. All right, within here, I have a random wipey here, but I have a ton of these little microfiber wipes that we need to be using for everything. I have a lens ball, guys, that I'm going to actually use today at today's wedding. I bought this, I want to say a couple years ago now, but everybody's having these lens balls, and these just kind of change kind of some cool pictures. You can't really do too much with it other than just make it look like you're shooting through a ball of glass. But they're really cool. Some cool creativity that you can add there. It just kind of sits in my bag. Batteries, I have a little think tank battery holder that holds 2 batteries. If it's in here, it means it's charged, ready to go. After I use it, I just toss it in there. When I take it home, I know that it needs to be charged. We have 2, and I have 2 of a lot of things. You guys are going to see this, but I have 2 Godox transmitters. I can't remember the name of these right. Oh, the X Pro S. I have 2 of these. These will make all of my Godox go off, and then I have Godox 8400s as my strobes. So one of these will sit on each camera while I'm shooting a wedding. That way I have it ready to go. Each camera that I pick up, I can trigger, or it's just a good backup to have. So we have 2 of these batteries in them, ready to go, and they just take AA batteries. In here I have another set of Sony batteries. In this pouch right here, I have more batteries, but these batteries are extra batteries for my speed lights and the Godox 8200s. And I bought these separately just so I have extra batteries, and they're always charged, ready to go. My fear is that I'm shooting something and my batteries go out and I don't know what to do. So I want to make sure that I have those batteries available. With the Godox system, I do not have to worry too much now about having as many AA's as I used to in the past, because all Canons and stuff would have AA's that you have to use. I don't have to use that as much, so I don't have to worry about it. This is my 135 Sigma lens, art, and this is my 50 mil Sigma art lens. That is every, oh, wait. Oh, guys, I have a bunch of phone chargers. I don't know they're phone chargers. They're just little battery power banks that I mix in with some lighting that I'll show you guys in a second. I use these things for detail shots, ring shots, and so I just have to have a bunch of them. So we have those 3 right there. Inside of the pouch system here, guys, I'm going to pull all this out. It's going to seem extreme, but I have a ton of Shout wipes that are in their little containers. So these are just little Shout wipe and go. Not sponsored, by the way, although you can if you'd like. Guys, I shoot a lot of weddings, I shoot a lot of details, and if something were to happen to a dress, whether it's blood, wine, or whatever, we need to be ready to go. This is just that extra mile that we go to. You can't imagine how many of these that I actually use. I think I probably use like 1 or 2 per wedding. The bride will drop something, her flowers will hit her dress and create a stain or something, so we have these ready to go for our bride. And it became such a big deal that I didn't want to edit it out, that I just started buying my own stuff for it. All right, guys, in the pouch to the left here, what I do have is I have just SD card readers to Lightning. This allows me to take my memory card out, throw it into my iPad, do some streaming, or throw it into my phone, so instant uploads, or something like that, anything that I have. So I just have these sitting in my bag as well. Just different versions of it. Next one, we have a lens cleaner here, just in case, that I honestly never use, but it's just cool to have. Little lens and sensor cleaner. A pen that shouldn't have been in there. I do have some Gorilla Glue, just in case I need to glue anything. There was an instance where I needed it for one of the cold shoes, and I just never took it out, and it was always good. Advil, because you never know. weddings get stressful. And then this thing's a little light that's dying. This was made by M-Stick, and I got it off Kickstarter a few years ago. I got 2 of them, and they don't make them anymore, or at least I can't find them. And after a while, they just started dying. So this is kind of working now, but it'll just turn off. And it got to the point where I just won't use it anymore. I'm going to use it till it dies. But I'm kind of upset. I really liked it. It made some great effects that I had. Guys, I do have a new thing of Silly Putty because my old thing ran out. Silly Putty is what I use to ball up, and I can put rings, I can put details or whatever, and then Photoshop the putty out or completely hide it. If I'm have enough time, I can actually use the Silly Putty to hide itself. But this is how you make rings stand up on tables or stuff like that. And then we got a couple little pouches I got on Amazon. Within here, I just have a bunch of little shoes here for our speed lights that kind of come with your speed light. I have a bunch of them, so I just threw those in there just in case I need to set up a speed light on a table or something and I need it standing up. And then within here, I have more putty. This putty is kind of dying out. I put it in a Ziploc bag and it's just kind of dying. And then I don't want to pull this out fully, but I have a bunch of fishing wire. Fishing wire is what I use for a lot of random things, whether it's hanging shoes from things, or you can put it through the rings and then have somebody hold it and the rings look like they're floating and you Photoshop the line out. Fishing line is kind of the secret thing that we do in a lot of stuff that we Photoshop out. And then within here as well, I have a clip here for my walkie-talkies, a little extra one. And guys, I just got these. These are the Yeetees lights. Now, I was telling you that my light that I use for my ring shots, if you guys look at my ring shots, there's a lot of LED lighting in it. It's dying. The M-Stick is dying. They're not making it anymore. These things are tiny. So look how small these things are. And the reason I have these now is that this is just a USB and a light. I can put this directly in to my USB port and it turns on like so. And then you can hit this side button and it changes color. So when I'm shooting ring shots, I needed to buy 3. So I have 3 of these. I have a couple in my bag. So I have 5 lights in here. So I can set up different lights and then I can do cool ring shots with this. How cool is that? And this thing just pops out when you're done and then that's it. So that's why I got these. This Yeti thing, if you guys need this, let me know. I can provide a link. Was probably like $10 for 4 lights, and they are freaking amazing. I'm super happy I found them. And I recently just got them like a few days ago. Okay, God, this bag is dirty. All right, now within here, I don't have anything in there. Oh, wait. Oh, I have a ticket from a flight. And then in the top here, which I'm not a big fan of this one, Low Pro. This is too small, too tight. It really doesn't do anything. You guys need some sort of elasticity on this because you can't really put anything in here, and it's really kind of annoying. So we have a pen here. I have a another kind of power bank as well. This has a micro USB and an iPhone charger cord as well, so I can charge both. The micro USB is more for stuff that needs to be charged with micro USB rather than like an Android or something. So we got that. I have a little carabiner here hooked to this thing with a screwdriver and a bottle opener. The screwdriver I needed for something that I needed to constantly screw in, and I just kind of left it on, so it's kind of neat. And I have another power bank here as well. You can never have too much power, and this is also what I can use to light up ring shots and all that. So that's going to go there. We have a ton of pens. See if I can get all these pens out. Pen. I like having pens around. I rarely use them apparently now, but they're always there. And guys, I have a few things in here. So I have a few lighters. I'm not a smoker, but I am a sparkler lighter, guys. So, oh, it's not even working anymore. All right, whatever. But sometimes when we have sparkler shots, they don't have lighters. At least this way I can actually go in and help light some stuff. So we always have a couple super cheapo lighters just ready to go. In here we have a couple baggies that I have from Peak Design. I probably will toss these baggies, but I thought these were cool to have just in case I wanted to throw something in there that needed baggies. And then I got these things. These Bella lip art, they're like little lip art things from Vegas a few years ago, and I've never used them, but I always keep them in there thinking that I'm going to use them. and I just never have. This is for Manfrotto. That's some extra pieces that I need. This is my commercial parks and rec thing for shooting at Washoe County Parks. All right, almost done, guys. I have a crap ton of linen, of little microfiber linen thingies. And just another Allen wrench here. Cool. Now, there are no side pockets. There is a back pocket here, but this houses the rain cover. Normally there are things for the tripod to sit right here, but this thing always comes off and never works. This bag is good, but it's not the best. But it does what I need. It takes me on trips. It lasted me 3 years. I'm super happy, but I wish they would modify it. I mean, they haven't modified this in years. Low Pro, if you're watching it, I mean, they never responded to any of my emails or anything like that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They, horrible on that aspect. I mean, like, no Facebook posts or anything. I messaged them, Facebook commented, sent them emails, called them, nothing. So I had to find it online. So I hope they work on that a little bit. But other than that, the bag worked out pretty well, does what it's supposed to do, handles up on some good terrain. I just wish they would be more tech savvy, have maybe some more pockets on the side, maybe something to throw in a cell phone. It's like they went the minimum that they had to do to get it. And the bag's not cheap. It's $350 for this bag. So in the future, I hope that they change it up a little bit, but it won't take a lot for another company to make an amazing bag that's this size, that does what it's supposed to do, that has a few extra things in there that I would like. Anyways, that's it, guys. This is what's in my bag 2019. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Everything in here I can shoot a full wedding with any single day. As long as everything's charged and ready to go, I can rock that out. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to go prep for a wedding. I will talk to you later. Bye.